Yo, what's up? This your boy Solomon Childs. I'm representing the almighty Wu-Tang. Guerrilla Grooves Radio, DJ FredOnes, Rhinoceros Funk. This is what hip-hop is made of.
Yeah. One time for the city. Yeah. Same aura as before. The smoke got blowing orange laws, meaning you pursue at your own cost. Last of a breed to do it how we was taught. Gods in the rafters covering you and yours. Gather round the world's most famous battlegrounds. Infamous enough where they havoc will do you proud. If you not cut from it, it get harder to breathe it. In a concrete jungle with the garden is eating. Yeah, where one poster can hang you with a great speed. Where you can run up on whoever has an 8 seed. Or freeze up South Beach from off the line. Or 4-point plays in Easter overtimes. Let it bang. Serenade round of applauders. Center of attraction like a Hoya. Catch us with a dog in the fight for whoever should play the yard. Christmas went from St. Nick to St. Bernard. Right? I'll stand up for the legacy that the city knew. And then respond by giving the city 62. And stay mellow, knowing who among us. The crossover had 33rd like the Rucker. Hit for the cage, Dykeman and Roy Wilkins in Fort Greene Park. All in the building, right? It's one team in the city, let them know what it is. Empire state of mind, aiming over the bridge. Talk to us. Blowing orange everything, everything. Blowing orange everything. Blowing orange everything, everything. Blowing orange everything. Blowing orange everything, everything. Blowing orange everything. Guerrilla Grooves everything, everything. Blowing orange everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those who are spending rubles and those who have no scruples, welcome back to
Guerrilla Grooves Radio.
My name is Rhinoceros Funk, your host, your guide, your underground hip-hop shock jock. Live in the spot. When's the last time you heard my voice? I know for me, it was like 12 minutes ago when I was telling myself to man the fuck up, punching myself, both of them. That's how you start your day. You have to start your day by double fisting and punching yourself in the balls and saying, it's time to man the fuck up. Because the world don't care. The world don't care if you had a bad day. The world don't care if you smell like women's deodorant. You gotta man up and do it anyway. With the man, the metal himself, let's start off with my man, and DJ FredOnes. I'm assuming your mic is on as well. Yeah, it is. Everybody's mic is. Yeah. So
Ones.
There he is. God damn it. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in the spot. Album dropping. The album releases this Friday at Secret Pour, where we had we went into that. We had we went to the event last week for Freddie's birthday. So we'll discuss that. But this Friday,
happy belated.
At Secret Pour, we got my mans, my mellows. Again, man, I know these guys so far back. I feel like we went to Jewish camp together, even though none of us is Jewish.
Be easy on it.
I know what this is, man. I'm a veteran.
No, but it's not as. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's a little bit stiff pause.
Yeah.
Big pause.
Yeah, man. It's always stiff when I put it in my mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I said big pause for you.
Outa Karactr and my man Q.U.E.S.T. What up, baby boys?
Yo.
What up, gentlemen?
Talk to him. What up?
Yeah.
You came in here like fucking Guerrilla Grooves. You came in here moving, B. It was like everybody get out of his way. King of the jungle.
This nigga was.
King of the jungle just came in the building.
Yeah, man. You gotta move. I mean, gentlemen, let's discuss it. It's a very big day for you guys on Friday. Yeah. I am officially hosting the album release.
And thank you for that, Rhino.
Yo, thank you for that. Because again, man, you guys have been part of my hip hop world for a very long time, right? I mean, that's what I love about bringing up dudes. Ooh, that's what I love about bringing up dudes. That I mean, we've had this thing about New York City, man, that people don't understand. When you're out there talking about all these bullshit rappers that you think are the bomb diggity, you don't know how much the grind is real here, right? And you gentlemen, as long with us, we've been grinding for a long time. You guys have been with us. I'm talking about art and lyrics. I'm talking about just rapping on street corners for nickels. Let's get into that, man. Let's get into the origins of the stories here, and then we go into sucky spots.
Well, first I wanna thank both of y'all. First off, I do a lot. I got my hands in a lot of things, and if it wasn't for the fact of what you guys offered from the first time I came here, and then I had to make it a time every Tuesday for me. I had to make sure I clear space to get over here and get in this environment and be around y'all. I left from this wanting to create a space not like yours, but knowing how to do something what you guys do.
Yeah.
So I thank you guys for all the platforms and everything I got my hands in. Big salute to you guys for being like pioneers for me. You know what I mean? Getting my shit started. Because the growth has been real. You know, to be honest, a lot of our albums and shit like that only comes from our home studio.
Yeah.
That only comes from me wanting to learn how to record.
Yeah.
It only comes from seeing you can have all this in your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a big deal not having to go to a place and learning what you're doing and getting it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got it. So like I said, I give you super appreciation. Thank you for hosting.
Good.
We had asked Fred at first to DJ, but Fred was preoccupied. But we did ask him first. We did think about you guys at hand and a big part of this. Thank you for being part of this, yo.
I appreciate it because I see flyers and sometimes I see hosts and I'm like, I'm better than that fucking guy. They should have called me first. But back on that aspect, I mean, I mean,
like me and G Man, like, yo, well, we've been friends, well, you know,
since
neighborhood,
camp.
yeah, yo, since 20 plus years we've been boys, you know what I mean? So, you know, we met at 6th grade, and then whatever, a couple years later, we're like,
I was your camp counselor. I was your camp counselor in 8th grade.
yo, we were in Camp David and shit.
Yeah. I actually became friends with him because he choked out a chino that called me during a volleyball game.
Hold on. You choked out a Chinaman?
Nah, I had a
it sounds better.
First of all,
you
punched him in his face.
My stepfather's Chinese. I can say it up here.
I'm saying, bro, you choked out a Chinaman.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
First, come on, I did. Well, first of all, he called him because we were friends before that, but he didn't like you know when your boy you realize that got your back forever.
Yeah.
So in junior high school, when this called him a fucking called me no, he called you a.
Oh!
Damn, B.
That's even worse.
No, he called you. My bad. It was Eddie. No, it was Eddie. It was Eddie who called me a. And I punched him in his face.
He slapped
but yeah. So
that's
a whole other story.
So
He's deadly.
So you guys became friends because you were being bullied.
Well, they try to bully him and call him a name, and I was like, bro, he missed the ball in volleyball at fucking 7th grade. Called him I was like, I'm right here. I was like, what?
Yo, he
punched him in his face. I was choking the shit out of that.
Guys, this is radio, so I like to put things together. So you guys are playing volleyball in 7th grade?
Yeah.
Which is already very gay.
Yeah.
Yo, we had no choice, man. What the fuck?
It's gym.
You got
gym, bro.
You got football.
We live in Queens.
Yeah.
We live in Queens.
They told us what to play.
Yeah, we didn't volunteer for volleyball. I wasn't out there in skinny shorts. I was over here with skinny shorts and a bra. I want to play volleyball.
Damn. So, all right. So you're on the and this is what is in my mind now, right? Because you said Queens, right? And Queens, I mean, in the Bronx,
y'all smoking blunts in the schoolyard.
You barely find any Chinese people in Queens in the Bronx.
What do you mean? They in the Chinese? They cooking the food.
Yeah, but you know, in Queens, you find a Chinese enclave. So you're punching this Chinese guy. He could have came back with the Klan, dog.
Oh, now you had to be worried about that.
Exactly.
We witnessed that.
I witnessed shit like that.
We witnessed that. We witnessed.
So now
get jumped by like 30 dudes.
Your little 12-year-old actions for being a volleyball player, you might get killed. So after this event here, what happens?
He threw the gym teacher on the floor too.
Well, you were aggressive. What school was this? It sounds like the Harry Potter school for thugs.
IS 185, Bleecker, yeah.
Junior high school.
What's that at?
Was it
Whitestone?
Wow. Wow, damn. That sounds like the Chino part of Queens.
You know what I realized being in a little bit of a rural area compared to like having family in Brooklyn and the Bronx?
Yeah.
To where maybe your childhood were a little bit more entertaining as far as the trouble you could get into.
Yeah.
We got into trouble silently. We didn't even get into trouble as much.
Yeah.
It was okay for us to be drinking bottles in the park and on the street. It was like we got away with the fights in the park and nobody would tell, nobody would snitch. We got away with a lot of things when we were younger, so it's like graffiti was everywhere. How many graffiti artists we know growing up? Like everybody tagged up everywhere, you know, like, and it was almost like silent things. When people got bad, it was silent.
That's a beautiful observation. And I know you gave me props, but G, I gotta also give you props because I've seen your growth as an orator, right? Not only a podcast on discussions, but trying to dive deep into social issues. And I saw a lot of that, even though we never had that conversation. I was watching you from above like an angel jerking off to your progress.
Oh,
now,
man.
let's get back
to conversation gets weirder and weirder.
Let's get back to your
That's some good weed.
That's some
good weed.
Let's get back to your observation. His observation again. They mentioned Whitestone, right? I mean, it's not Flushing. It's not Corona. It's not. I mean, this, like you said, it's a more.
They come to our hoods to do this shit.
Exactly. It's more of a.
And we go to their hoods to do it. See, that's why I said.
Or even in there, like you go over them, like.
It's only been loud lately,
so many,
bro.
And there's a lot of zombies, and like it'd be weird because it's a fucking great neighborhood. There's mad zombies, and then you think that shit like dead ass. If those people, and I'm not trying to sound racist, but if those people would have been black, then probably people would consider it a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
But no, it's a nice.
Or arrested. They would just been more arrested.
White people.
How many times we got off? How many times we've gotten off? Like literally because we were kids. Yo, we've gotten off with bottles, half drunk, almost stealing a car the same night in the rain, and the cops like, who can drive?
It's definitely like a park. It's definitely like a
it's a suburb.
That don't happen out here. You know,
no, but
it don't happen in Queensbridge. It doesn't happen. It didn't happen in Washington Heights.
It's definitely an area where they think like the shit don't happen, but it does.
Yeah. So
we definitely appreciate
college. That helps,
though,
and I think that also helps. I mean, your early exposure to education, to how to navigate particular things as well. When you guys say, yo, let's tag team and let's start rapping.
I mean, he started.
So that was a little bit after.
It was
right
after.
It was a year after, because then. You know, we was starting some rapping shit, and one of my mans was like, "Yo, let's go record." I recorded my first verse, and I was like, "All right, this fucking
that's good."
This rapping shit is cool." And I always wrote regardless, like poems, whatever.
What year we looking at? What year we looking at?
This is like, so what am I?
2006, 2007,
2000, like. I'd have been like 12, so it's gotta be like 23, 22.
Wow.
Like 23, 24 years ago.
Okay.
Right. So I was writing, and then I got invited into to record and shit. And after that, I was like. This thing was my right-hand man at the time. So I was going to Virginia, and my man was like, yo, he always had a studio. My brother-in-law, Speaking of Evil, shout out. It's my brother. So he always had a studio in his basement. So I'm like, gee, just come with me, man. We're going to go to fucking Virginia. We're going to take the Greyhound. We're going to be chilling, bro.
Yeah.
And then he's like, nigga, you brought me down here to fucking rhyme? I've never rhymed before. He wrote our first song together, which was my second song ever. Recorded was Ready or Not freestyle.
Wow, that's a big. I love those stories from people because it's a no one has the same story as to how they moved to behind the mic. Because being behind the mic is a very, very, very difficult thing for people to move into, right? And for you to say, not only are we gonna go behind the mic, but we're gonna get on a fucking bus and go to another state to do so, I think it's a very interesting story, man. That's how you remember it?
Nah, I think we drove.
You guys have shitty memories.
Yeah, we drove. I don't never remember getting on Greyhound with you.
Oh yeah, we did drive. We drove the Civic. Yeah.
That wasn't that.
Freddie, you see how that question is not gonna break the ring?
Everything else was right.
These guys' stories,
but everything else was right though.
Everything was right. But you know, you can't blame him. You know why? Because like, there's been a time when we drove down there and he fell asleep.
While driving?
Yo, I said I'm gonna take a nap. Yeah. And I fall asleep for 2 minutes. I looked to my left and I guess he decided to take a nap too. And yo, he's driving stick. He's in 5th gear.
Yo, but
and like, and he's like this. And he got the thing, and I was just like, I put my hand on his hand and said, Q.U.E.S.T.
My nigga, though, if I'm inviting you to come drive down with me, down to 495, I'm hoping you're going to stay up and make sure I don't sleep. That's your job as a passenger.
Hold on.
All right?
Hold on. So, for those who don't drive, there is this thing called the co-pilot, right?
My bad,
if you get into a car with a person and you're going for a long ride, and you don't fucking stay up. I picked up my friend, peace of my man, Danny Chessmaster. I picked him up at about 8:30 one time for a drive to Miami, right? This is a 24 fucking hour drive. When I get there, my boy is in front of his building, sleeping on the ground with a suitcase. And I go, yo, what's wrong? He's like, I just got back from the club. He was very young. So I'm like, yo, how would you go to the club? We got a 24-hour drive right now. So I'm like, yo, come on, get your bag. He picks up his bag. The bag breaks, and all his underwear and stuff all over the street. And now he's picking that shit up with his bare hands and just throwing it in the back seat. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a long ass drive, man.
Yo, bro, that shit sound crazy.
This is how my night's gonna start.
This is how my night's gonna start.
This isn't the Bronx. We gotta go to Miami right now,
Yo,
man.
that's 18 hours of this, bro.
Yo, dude.
If he stays awake all hours, don't stop.
My man. It took me 24 because of that. So we get in the car. My man, he is knocked out before we even leave his block. I'm like, oh, yo,
what
my man.
What the fuck did he?
I said, yo, I'm going to give him to Jersey.
You better nap and wake the fuck up.
Dude, I just kept all the windows open. And he's like, by the time we get to
what the fuck was going on?
120?
Yeah. By the time we get to North Carolina, he got mosquitoes in his eyes. It is bad.
Yeah, you should have opened up his mouth and get some fucking mosquitoes in his teeth.
So that's the point. If you're gonna go on a trip, be a good co-pilot, goddammit.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. Bro.
I definitely knocked the fuck out.
Oh, come on.
You know, a lot of our stories, a lot of our stories that you hear here and that we do speak about, even our neighborhood, where we come from, how we grew up. It really is. It's in the music. You know, like we got a good. Solid close to 10 projects, if not 10 projects in total. Yeah. You know what I mean? And everything from,
mixtapes and
everything isn't all rah street stuff. Now we actually speak about our lives and personal things we go through, and that's only developed even better with all of our songs. So I think that's why at this point in time, throwing this show with this album coming out, it's only going to be like a testament to make people want to go back and deep dive into our catalog to see what are the stories that we're really talking about. Who is he talking about when he says this?
And I feel like now we're doing it right too, because this now is like the icing on the cake. Like me and G been on, like we started together and then like we wanted to do the group shit. The group shit didn't work out, and then everybody just split up. So now we're back to like the very beginning. You know, we're back to the big bang of like how everything all formed from like how I rise.
Hey, stop that science shit, man. You know, Jesus jizzed us on the universe, and that's how we're here.
That's true. That's very true.
No, but I can be, but this
was hard work, Rhino. I'm gonna tell you, we weren't friends at a point in time.
I know.
You know, it takes a lot of hard work to come back and make a masterpiece time in and time out, and like put things to the side, have growth. You know, it takes a lot like that. We've lost a lot of people along the way of this ride, and to pick up the pieces once again, it's not only about like your own personal life, but to do it with a friend. I could like honestly say like I appreciate this man for that. Because he did it the same way that I had to do it, and we were able to come together and form something that's like beautiful. Feel me?
So I know this is gonna be a very simple question, easy to answer question because you kind of did, right? But you into it, and I gotta ask you, because we get that shit all the time, right? Is that what makes it special, that you're not just on the rah-rah, but that you incorporate relationships, reality? Do you think that's what makes you guys special?
That's not the only thing. Like being able to be honest with myself on a track should have just been natural from the jump.
Wow.
You know what makes it real for me? I got my BMI now. You know what makes it real for me?
Nice.
We got videos, we got shirts now.
Yeah.
You know what makes it real for me? We got CDs, it's on DSP. You know what makes it real for me? I'm certified. You know what makes it real for me? I manage and I run all these other projects while I can still be an artist. And make that's what makes it real for me. Not so much what we're talking about. What we're talking about, it's always gonna be there. It's always been there from jump. It just gets better.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta give you the gross for that. I can't even. You know what? Let's play some of the fucking album.
Let's go.
We're gonna get into some joints.
Tales from the script.
It's gonna be amazing. Ladies and boys and girls, call your aunt.
Yo, shout out Guerrilla Grooves, yo.
Call your aunt right now. Your aunt, the one that
Shout
don't
out
know.
FredOnes.
The one that don't know English. Call her.
Call your aunt right now.
Put your fucking radios up.
And tell her to listen to
Guerrilla Grooves Radio.
Yo, it's Starvin' B rockin' with Guerrilla Grooves Radio, DJ FredOnes, Rhinoceros Funk. Shout out to Miggz too, man. Keep picking them Starvin' B records. Peace.
Yo, this is Randy Mason, the rapper with Mad Kids, and you listening to DJ FredOnes on Guerrilla Grooves Radio with Rhinoceros Funk. You heard?
Yo, what's going on? This is Pop the Brown Hornet from out of Stapleton, Staten Island, and you're tuned into Guerrilla Grooves Radio with DJ FredOnes and Rhinoceros Funk. Bumbo fire!
Poor little fellas. All those cute little maggots. Our story is about a man with nobler ambitions. He likes to kill human pests, and he does it in front of an audience. Now that's entertainment.
Hey yo, sane or a sinner, make their life a little dimmer. Me writing my book, this the part about a binger. New clothes and linen, had a 5-finger discount. Group home still sinning, Stimmy bring the rich on. I got robbed at the robbing, my ghouls be the goblins. We at war, my cannons always loaded at Fort Hot. Who the Capitan, cause it's the rapping man plague. I'm on fire, Undertaker on that stage. Cops are like a movie, my nigga, cause you can rent them. Gotta watch out for those people with the teeth, with that venom. Intentions could be good, but the bad is the after effect. Apply me for my sainthood 5 years after my death. Have I choose a side, do or die? Rather not say which one takes me the highest is the ladder I'll take. Climbing from the depths of hell to make it on earth, cause climbing up to heaven didn't ever occur. You a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner. Let them know you a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner. Let them show you a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner. Let them know you a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner, you a saint or a sinner. Let them show.
What is that? Jimmy. What's up? Did I hit something? What is that? Turn that flat? What? No. What the fuck? You better pull over and see. No. Still alive.
You did me dirty, I'm getting back at you. You fucked me over, I'm getting back at you. You took my money, I'm getting back at you. Now you acting funny when I'm getting back at you. You did me dirty, I'm getting back at you. You fucked me over, I'm getting back at you. You took my money, I'm getting back at you. Now you acting funny when I'm getting back at you. So the track is on revenge, I'm vexed, so let me vent. Everybody pointing fingers, they don't got the evidence. Yo, who did what and who they did it to? The witnesses are gone, the cops don't got a clue. And this is what can happen if you coming for my food. You getting John Wick, I included the dog too. Let me drop jewels, I'm giving you the truth. Karma is a bitch and she ride with a crew. She be giving me the power to be getting back at you. It's all natural, laughing at a Schwarzenegger, swore with a gun, swearing. Daddy pulling triggers, don't miss the pun, only playing to be the one. I want the whole cake, you settling for the crumb. The way the paper growing like I got a green thumb. Hidden in the hills with nothing to run from. Light a fire under that ass, hotter than the sun. You did me dirty, I'm getting back at you. You fucked me over, I'm getting back at you. You took my money, I'm getting back at you. Now you acting funny when I'm getting back at you. You did me dirty, I'm getting back at you. You fucked me over, I'm getting back at you. You took my money, I'm getting back at you. Now you acting funny when I'm getting back at you.
So we're back in the place to be. Let's talk about it one more time. It's this Friday.
Saturday, April 29th.
It is 29th Saturday, right?
Saturday, April 29th. Saturday, April 29th. Saturday, April 29th. Can I run down the list of people performing?
Of course. Lower that a little bit further.
I hear static.
Yeah. So let them know what's going to happen Saturday, Secret Port.
Saturday, Secret Port, April 29th. We got, of course, the great Rhinoceros Funk hosting the show. I wouldn't have anybody else. Thank you very much for doing that.
No doubt.
We're gonna have 4 great performers performing, doing great things right now.
But I will be there Saturday. If you're in New York City, please come by. Secret Pour. It's in BK. I forgot the address. But there's a lot of
decab. It's on decab.
Decab or decal? I don't know. I live on the Grand Concourse. Yeah. So come out there Saturday. What time it start?
8
Doors
p.m.
open at 8.
8. Show starts at 9 sharp. We performing at 10:30.
Yes.
We're performing at 10:30. Performances are done by 11:30, so me and my brother could enjoy our night. And we could enjoy our night with you, yo. We're not playing.
Buy all the CDs,
come chill.
buy all the T-shirts, buy all the 3D printings we got. Shout out to G for doing the 3D printings. That shit was...
Nice.
Let's go.
I can't wait.
We're coming a little different this time.
Tales from the script, right?
Yeah, I got the shirt on. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the God Elo Kush representing New Brunswick, New Jersey. You now tuned into DJ FredOnes. Hip hop, it don't stop. Peace.
It's a time bomb in this bitch with no tick. Every time you look up in the mirror, you get sick. I got a good look, you rappers is ass. No need to have a gun if I can fracture your ass. Out of my class, the rhyme look like shattering glass. Break the backboard, the dunks a blast from the past. Blood on my SB, skate or die. Don't call my iPhone, hit the razor line. Back on my business, I haven't bought a suit this year. You at all the parties when no bitch said you was cute this year. Felony niggas on the block right after jail. Light up the L, you never did right for yourself. Old fairy tale rapper, I should give you wings and the twinkle toes. Infrared look like pimples on your nose. I'm on Cottage Grove with the cottage cheese. I can smell a rat from a mile away. Nobody stopping me. Unless you blind, this is virtual life. When the gun jam, I had to cuss at the pipe. This nigga still out here hustling white. You looking real hot, dog. You need to put the mustard on light. And if I ain't touching the mic, then I'm somewhere smoking. Or I'm doing both. Even the microphone started choking. I got a target, but it's out in the open. This shit is over with. Load the clip somewhere the ocean is. This is a motion pic.
Tell Virgil right brick on my brick. Extendo looking like I screwed a nightstick on my